Stop. Look at your left hand right now. No, seriously. Look at it. There might be something there that you've carried your entire life without knowing what it truly means. A small mark, a faint line, a sensation you can't quite explain. And if you have it, you're about to discover why your life has felt different from everyone else's. Why you've always sensed there was more. Why you were chosen. By the end of this video, you'll understand the hidden meaning behind this mark, the spiritual assignment it carries, and the 5 unmistakable signs that confirm you're one of the rare ones. This isn't about superstition. This isn't about fear. This is about awakening to your truth. So stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will change how you see yourself forever. Throughout history, across every culture and every corner of the earth, there have been whispers of those who carry a mark, not always visible to the eye, but always present in the spirit. It could be a birthmark, a small scar you've had since childhood, a discoloration you barely notice, or it could be something you feel more than see, a tingling, a warmth, a pull that centers in your left hand, especially in moments of truth. The left hand, in spiritual traditions, is the receiving hand, the hand that absorbs energy, the hand that connects you to the unseen realm. And when that hand bears a mark, it's not random, it's a seal, a signature from the universe itself. You might be wondering why you've never heard this before, why no one told you. The truth is, only those who are ready can recognize it. Only those who have walked through the fire, who have questioned their purpose, who have felt the weight of their own difference, can understand what this mark truly represents. It represents a calling, a mission, a responsibility that most people will never carry. And it's not easy, but it's yours. Let me tell you about someone. No name, no fame, just a soul like yours. She was 17 when she first noticed it. A small, faint mark on her left palm, shaped almost like a crescent moon. She'd had it her entire life. But one night, during a moment of deep sadness, she looked down, and it seemed to glow, not literally, but in her awareness. It pulsed with meaning. That same night, she had a dream. In the dream, she was standing at a crossroads, and a voice told her she had been chosen to help others find their way. She woke up confused, even scared, but over the years, everywhere she went, people opened up to her. Strangers told her their secrets. Broken souls found comfort in her presence. She didn't seek it, it sought her. And that mark on her hand, it was the reminder, the anchor, the proof that her path was never ordinary. Now, you might be asking yourself, how do I know if I have this calling? How do I know if the mark I carry means what you're saying it means? Let me give you the signs. And as I do, pay attention to your body. Pay attention to the knowing that rises within you, because your spirit already knows the truth. The first sign is this. You have always felt like an outsider. Even in rooms full of people who love you, not because you're better, but because you're tuned to a different frequency. You see deeper, you feel more, you notice what others miss. You've been called too sensitive, too intense, too much. But the truth is, you're wired to perceive what most people can't. That's not a flaw. That's your design. You were built to navigate the unseen, to sense shifts in energy, to discern truth from illusion. And that kind of awareness, it isolates you. Because most people live on the surface, you live in the depths. The second sign, you've been through struggles that should have destroyed you. But somehow, you're still here. You've walked through betrayal, loss, heartbreak, disappointment. You've faced darkness that would have broken others. And yet, there's something inside you that refused to stay down. A force, a light, a resilience that doesn't come from your own strength alone. It comes from the protection that's been placed over your life. That mark, it's not just a symbol, it's a shield. You've been guarded through every storm because your purpose is too important to be lost. The battles you survived weren't meant to destroy you. They were meant to prepare you. The third sign, you feel things before they happen. Call it intuition. Call it discernment. Call it whatever you want. But you sensed when someone is lying. You feel when danger is near. You predict outcomes before they unfold. And people think you're lucky, or paranoid, or just overthink. But you're not. You're tapped into a guidance system that most people have switched off. Your left hand, that mark you carry, it's connected to your inner radar. It's the physical manifestation of your spiritual antenna. And when you learn to trust it fully, you become unstoppable. Here's the fourth sign, and this one might sting a little. You've been misunderstood, rejected, or cast aside by people who should have protected you. Family, friends, partners, people who were supposed to see your value, couldn't handle your light. And it hurt. God, it hurt. But here's the deeper truth. Those rejections weren't punishments. You were being moved away from spaces that would have dimmed your calling. You were being isolated so you could be refined. so you could learn to stand in your power without needing external validation. The mark you carry comes with a cost, and part of that cost is loneliness. But it's a sacred loneliness. It's the kind that births purpose. The fifth sign: you have an overwhelming urge to help, to heal, to guide. Even when you're exhausted, even when you're hurting, even when you have nothing left to give, you still feel the pull to show up for others. You're the friend people call at 3 in the morning, the one who carries burdens that aren't yours, the one who sees potential in people who've given up on themselves. And sometimes it drains you, sometimes it frustrates you, but you can't stop, because it's not a choice, it's your assignment. You were marked for service, not servitude, not self-sacrifice, but true, intentional, purposeful service, and that's a rare gift in a selfish world. Now, if you've recognized yourself in any of these signs, do me a favor, go to the comments right now and type the word marked. Just that one word, no explanation needed. Just let me know you're here. Let the universe know you're ready to step into this truth. I'll wait. Good. Now, let's go deeper. Because understanding the mark is one thing, living it is another, and there are forces that don't want you to live it. There are energies, both seen and unseen, that will try to distract you, discourage you, derail you, not because you're bad, because you're dangerous. Dangerous to the systems that thrive on people staying small. Dangerous to the darkness that needs people to stay asleep. And that's why protection isn't optional. It's essential. Let me tell you about someone else. A man in his 30s, no celebrity, no platform, just a regular person trying to make sense of his life. He had a mark on his left hand, a small patch of skin that was slightly lighter than the rest. He ignored it most of his life. But when he finally started paying attention to his spiritual path, strange things began to happen. He'd wake up at 3 in the morning with ideas flooding his mind. He'd meet people randomly who needed exactly what he had to offer. Opportunities appeared out of nowhere, but so did opposition. Old friends turned on him. Family members mocked his journey. He lost a job he thought he'd have forever. And for a moment, he almost gave up. He almost believed the lie that he wasn't special, that the mark meant nothing, that he was just fooling himself. But then he remembered something. He remembered that every great calling comes with great resistance. And he chose to stand. He chose to protect his energy, guard his peace, and move forward anyway. Today, he's living in a purpose so aligned, so fulfilling, that the people who doubted him can't even recognize him anymore. That's the power of honoring the mark. So how do you protect yourself? How do you keep your energy clean and your focus sharp? First, establish boundaries. This is not negotiable. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot save everyone. You cannot be available to every person, every problem, every crisis. Learn to say no. Learn to walk away from relationships that drain you. Learn to recognize when someone is taking from you without giving back. Your energy is sacred. Guard it like your life depends on it. Because it does. Second, build a daily practice. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to take hours. But it has to be consistent. Whether it's prayer, meditation, journaling, breathwork, or simply sitting in silence, you need a ritual that reconnects you to your source. That mark on your hand. It's a reminder that you're not alone. But you have to activate the connection. You have to show up for yourself spiritually, the same way you show up for others physically. Every single day. No excuses. Third, cleanse your environment. Your home, your digital space, your social circle. If it doesn't uplift you, release it. If it doesn't align with your purpose, let it go. Clutter, chaos, and negativity are not neutral. They're actively working against you. And when you're carrying a calling this significant, you can't afford distractions. Create a space that reflects the clarity you're trying to embody. Surround yourself with people who see you, support you, and celebrate your growth. This isn't selfish. This is survival. Fourth, trust the timing. You're going to have moments where nothing makes sense, where the path seems blocked, where you feel like you're moving backwards. But listen to me carefully. Delay is not denial. The universe is always working in your favor, even when it doesn't look like it. That mark you carry is proof that you're on a timeline that's bigger than your understanding. So stop forcing. Stop rushing. Stop comparing your journey to anyone else's. Your assignment is custom built for you, and it will unfold exactly when it's supposed to. Now, I need to address something important. This mark, this calling, it's not about ego. It's not about being better than anyone else. It's not a free pass to spiritual arrogance or judgment. The moment you start using your gift to elevate yourself above others, you lose it. The moment you start believing you're chosen because you're superior, you miss the entire point. You were chosen to serve, to lift, to guide, to love, not to dominate, not to control, not to manipulate. And anyone who tells you otherwise is leading you astray. This also isn't about living in fear. Yes, there are challenges. Yes, there are battles. Yes, there is resistance. But there is also unshakable protection. There is also divine guidance. There is also a power within you that cannot be defeated. So don't walk around paranoid, looking over your shoulder, afraid of every shadow. Walk in confidence. Walk in peace. Walk in the knowing that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, doing exactly what you were born to do. The mark is a blessing, not a curse. Remember that. If you felt something shift inside you while watching this, that's not an accident. That's confirmation. That's your spirit recognizing what your mind has been trying to ignore. You've always known you were different. You've always felt the pull towards something greater, and now you have language for it. Now you have clarity. The question is, what are you going to do with it? You can close this video and go back to pretending you're ordinary. You can ignore the signs, dismiss the mark, and keep living a life that feels too small for your soul. Or you can step into it, fully, fearlessly. You can accept that you were chosen for a reason, that your struggles had meaning, that your sensitivity is a superpower, that your intuition is a gift, that your life has been preparing you for a mission that only you can fulfill. The world needs you. Not the version of you that plays small to make others comfortable. Not the version of you that hides your light to avoid criticism. The world needs the real you, the marked you, the chosen you. And it's time to stop waiting for permission. It's time to stop doubting. It's time to stop shrinking. You were built for this. You were marked for this. And everything you've been through has been leading you to this exact moment. So look at your left hand one more time. See it differently now. See it as the reminder that you are not alone, that you are protected, that you are guided, that you are chosen. And then go out into the world and live like it. Serve like it. Love like it. Shine like it. Because that's what the mark demands. That's what your purpose requires. And that's what the world is waiting for. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button right now. Subscribe to this channel because we're going to go even deeper into spiritual truths that will transform your life. And share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Someone who's been feeling lost, confused, or alone. Someone who needs to know they're marked for greatness. Drop a comment below and let me know what sign hit you the hardest. And remember, you're not here by accident. You were chosen. Now go live like it.